Before we get started, I'd like to share a little disclaimer. You are about to hear a conversation, and this conversation is going to feel as though it is directed towards you. I want you to know and understand that it is directed towards you, and it is also directed towards me. I am actually having this conversation with myself, and you are a witness of this conversation. It becomes a dual effect for the both of us. So, welcome to this journey of the science of language. Hello, my people. How are you doing? How is everything going with each and every one of you today? It is I, Joseph, your mind evolution. I know it has been a while since you have heard from me, and I owe you an explanation. I've been working on me. Nothing else. Cut dry. I have been working on me. Now, I want you to understand something. I can't just sit here and speak and talk to you about working on you if I'm not working on me. Right? You know, like how I've always said, what I teach and what I put out there is a dual effect, right? You ain't gonna hear no one else talk about a dual effect because they're not even thinking or functioning on that level of thought. Dual effect. Everyone is, you have, just think about this for a moment, right? How much selfishness are you surrounded by? How much selfishness are you surrounded by? Can you raise your awareness to that? Could you understand what that is? Do you even have a clue of what I'm talking about? How much selfishness is around you? I want you to understand something. If there is no dual effect taking place, where you're giving something and receiving something, that's a dual effect. But you got to give first, because that's within the law of circulation. Giving invokes receiving, right? So if you're giving and you're not receiving, don't look for the receiving. Just redirect where you're giving. And give until you actually invoke receiving. And once you do invoke the receiving, you have to pause. There's a power in that pause. I promise you, there is a power in that pause. You pause and you do an assessment. Raise your awareness. This is your window. So open up. Open that window up. Raise your awareness around what you are experiencing in that very moment. Right? Do an assessment. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Do you feel anything? Describe it with specificity. Give it a color, give it a shape, give it an age even. Whatever it is you want to give, analyze it and identify it and acknowledge what you identify. Because you are in the presence of growth. Only when you are aligned with the frequency of giving and receiving is where growth happens, right? Some type of growth. It doesn't matter what kind of growth it is. Growth is taking place. You're going to learn something one way or another. And learning is growth. What is that growth? Right? Is that something that you want to connect to? A great time to do your assessment. That's the whole point of doing an assessment, right? How are you going to make empowered decisions if you're not even at least assessing what you're getting involved with? What are you looking at? What are you paying attention to? This is your life. And this is your time. And your time is now. Your time is now. What is happening in the now? Let's get to the point of being in total control of our success. I've been working on me just as much as you should be working on you. I have not given up on none of you. I am still here. I am dedicated to bringing you value. I am dedicated to having something to offer. Understanding that there is a value in my energy. What is that value? What way am I going to contribute and bring to the table value? This is mind evolution. And it's going to be something beyond what you can imagine. It has to be. Because if it's not big enough for me. This is mind evolution. Here we grow. Your life could be better. You can be better. Embrace your me. Love who you are, because you are amazing. Learn more about me at mymindevolution.com. That's mymindevolution.com. Join my awareness masterclass and learn more about the Dream Builder program by the Brave Thinking Institute. I am Joseph Everett, And thank you. I am so happy and grateful that you have made it to this point.